Let's start with a silent prayer. Prayer to be one with God. Prayer to remain peaceful and happy. Prayer to be healthy. Prayer to be good for the society. Prayer to be one with God all the time, everywhere, wherever we are. Let's pray. Let's pray. Yeah. Thank you, my friends. Today we are going to spend some more time on a subject called prayer, which we touched in last satsang on Science of God. I will come to that. Before that, I want to share a beautiful quote, and I want to have a small discussion on this quote, because I believe more than me talking most of the time, there should be some kind of a dialogue, some kind of a questioning, some kind of a introspection. So I want all of us to get involved in this discussion and dialogue in a very honest and sincere manner. The quote says, "Yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world." Yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today I am wise, so I am changing myself. So this is the quote for the discussion today. So I want to have a small discussion on this. Yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today I am wise, so I am changing the world. Point of discussion is, in the context of this quote, where do I stand? In the context of this quote, where do I stand?
Instead of changing others.
No, it says, yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Am I still there? Am I still busy changing the world? Am I still trying to correct the world? Do I still believe that others needs to be corrected and changed to fit into my scale of measurements? Am I still there? So let's be very honest and sincerely contemplating and discussing. Am I still there? Am I still into this little cog of my world, that where I feel I can change things? Yeah, the discussion is open.
Instead of changing the world, better you change.
Yeah, that's what it says. But we have to ask ourselves, where am I right now? Where am I right now in my whole world, in my home, where husband is so trying to correct the wife, where husband is trying to make the wife a bit better, and wife is trying to do the same thing. She feels that man is not perfect, man is not right. he's not my kind, and he feels she's not my kind. We are stuck in this whole circus where we have chained our own self. We got to be very honestly, very sincerely, at the end of the day, it does not matter to the world, it matters to the self. So I must ask, Manjeet asks itself, am I stuck here? So we will start with this point. Yes, Chandra?
Sir, after this session or even before few years, I started thinking of others, blaming others. I started correcting myself, sir. So it's giving a very good result.
Okay.
So
So,
instead of
so
blaming others, see, we have to correct it. It is much better for us.
So in this point of discussion, we will not use the word us, we will use the word I.
I.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
So I'm happy, Chandra, that you are on the move, that you have understood that changing the world is not going to make any difference. Today I am wise, so I'm changing myself. The changing the self is the only way out.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, I am changing, sir. I'm clearly observing it.
Okay, that's good. It's good. It's good. Balaji, good.
Actually, what I said, Chandra sir, also me too trying to change myself, sir. I understood that, I got that maturity. So we cannot change others. Only we can able to change ourselves. I think I understood that point, but I'm not 100% expert in that. I'm trying to achieve that.
Yeah. Dhruv,
I'm on my way to changing myself. I'm trying my level best to change myself. Let's hope for the best.
yeah. Ish,
I tried to change things around and got very, very exhausted and burnt out, and finally gave up changing anybody. And life is much better and much happier after that. So, of course, changing myself, accepting.
Ravi,
On the process of changing, it takes a little bit of time. I wouldn't take much of time, and it is within. It is not us. It is me and I have to change.
yeah. Is there anybody else? Ritu, are you there? Yeah, Ritu is not there. Okay, so
Actually, most of the time I'm failing in with my wife only, sir.
pardon?
Actually, most of the time I am very challenging parties with my wife.
I think
Most of
it
the time
needs,
I'm not expecting anything from others. Only place I am failing is with my wife.
okay, I feel it needs a clap. You need a tremendous amount of courage to accept. Without courage, you cannot accept. Whatever way you try to change the world, as long as you're trying to change the people around you, including the person you're sleeping with, means your spouse, and your children, write on 100 rupee stamp paper, you will remain miserable. There is no way you can experience even the upper surface of something called love. You're far, far away from the beauty of the emotion and the vibration called love. I'm very happy, Balaji. I salute you. in an open forum, you have accepted.
Absolutely, sir.
It's not only you, it's me too. How many times I get upset with my wife, Kiran. But then moment I say something, I start feeling hurt within myself.
Exactly.
I start feeling that how long I have to carry on to go beyond this. If I have not accepted my spouse wholeheartedly, if I have not accepted my husband and my wife wholeheartedly, how can I accept the rest of the world? But problem is, people are so intelligent, so cunningly intelligent. They are absolutely hero in the outer world, but they come back home and still lose their anger over their spouse. Actually, they are carrying a very, very thick mask. We are expert in carrying a mask. In the outer world say, wow, great, fantastic. There is nobody like this. When you come back home, you lose the game. A man who's a loser at home, a person who's losing at home, I'm not saying they have no possibility of going beyond. We all have a possibility that I must win my home first. Okay, so the world is absolutely fine the way the world is. I've told you so many times. Moment you don't allow your mind to continue the story of what you are seeing, world is absolutely fine, world is absolutely perfect. Okay, it is your interpretation of your mind which makes world not right, which makes world not perfect, which makes world not up to you. Somebody must be saying the same thing for you too. You may not be perfect, Balaji, to your own wife. I may not be perfect to my own wife. The question is not of being perfect. Question is being in love. Question is being in accepting the things the way they are. Okay? What does it mean? It means only a wise man can understand this. Only a person with a wisdom will understand that if there is a change which is needed, the change is needed within me. Moment, Balaji, the change happens within me. Try it out honestly and sincerely. You will find that your wife has always been a wonderful thing, wonderful person. We are carrying a certain scale with us. Measuring tape. You know, you are a builder, we understand the measuring tape. No, we have a certain measuring tape in our hand with which we are measuring every human being. And we say, no, this is not right, this is not right. And then you carry a file in your hand. You know, file. Chandra, yeah. File?
Yes.
With which you grind?
Grinding, yes.
And then Balaji looks at a wife with his own measuring tape. I look at my wife with my own measuring tape. Then say, no, this part of you is not right. And I start grinding. So imagine if you start grinding somebody, how will somebody behave?
They'll protest.
So imagine somebody comes and starts grinding you. How will you react?
We protest.
Yeah. So we must understand the only measuring tape which we need is the measuring of the love. We must accept people wholeheartedly with love and love alone. That's why I keep on repeating every now and then, love is the only way of life. For me, for Manjeet to understand that I need to change, I need to have a wisdom. That's why it says, today I am wise, so I'm changing myself. So let's pray to God that God give me the wisdom to know what I can change and what I cannot change. The only change you will understand is a change within the self. Okay, so anybody want to say something?
No, sir. It's clear.
Okay, now will it be good that if we can keep watching ourselves?
Yes, sir, it's good.
Yes, we must keep watching ourselves. It's not only, it starts with the spouse, then it goes to the children. It means I must accept my child the way my child is. I must accept my people, whomever I'm relating with, the way they are. Now, how much energy we are losing in trying to correct the people around us?
Sir, one doubt.
Yeah.
If someone, a close person with us,
Chandra, before we go forward, I want you to stop calling me sir. You can call me Manjeet or
Manjeet.
Vijay.
Sorry, okay, Manjeet. If someone with very close person to us doing something very greedy, we should accept it, or we to make shaper.
No, ask that person whether the person thinks he is greedy.
She is not doing, she don't know it's greedy.
Yeah, so he thinks what he's doing is right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you feel you shouldn't be like him, bring that change inside you.
We accept.
You accept it that you will not be the way he is. Okay, your actions must speak. In a similar situation, when your person is seeing you, the person will start understanding, because the real way of motivating people is through your own actions.
Still, they are not understanding.
Yeah,
we have to accept.
Their time will come.
Okay.
See, imagine if you are in that person's space, and somebody goes on telling you, Chandra, you are greedy, you are not okay, you are greedy, you are greedy. It will not be easy for you to accept it unless there is a voice coming from within. Okay, if I'm in your place, the only thing which I do nowadays is only pray for the person.
By the time of their understanding, the damages will be more.
You never know. You don't underestimate your prayers.
Okay.
Don't underestimate your prayers. Okay? Whichever God you believe in. Yes, if that person is doing ethically wrong, if that person is cheating somebody, if that person is corrupt totally, if this person is doing which is not right under the law, you as a good friend can go and tell him that. Okay, if he is greedy and he is doing it in a right manner, nothing wrong in it. Because unless your stomach is full, how will you think of stopping it? Mentally, the person is still hungry. Okay, you have a right to go and confront him. You have a right to go and hit him. You have the right to go and fight with him, like Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna gave all the chances to Kauravas. Till the last moment, he gave them all the chances. When he knew there is no way out, he fought. Out of love.
Okay.
Out of love. Because if you know that dharma is at stake, what is right is being challenged by somebody, you have all the right to go and speak to the person, not otherwise. Is it clear? If you feel that in the process of being greedy, he's cheating somebody left and right.
If the person is brother, wife, or mother,
Anybody, anybody.
Mm.
If you are a satsangi, it means you are only concerned about the truth. Okay, even if it is a wife or a mother or a brother or anybody, without any malice, you don't have any personal agenda, but you feel it is good because you love them so much. You love them so much, out of your own experience, you feel what they're doing is not right. You should go and express your feelings to them in a very honest, sincere manner, without any envy, without any malice, without any personal agenda. Okay, this is where we must learn from Lord Krishna. Kauravas are his family. He is related to them. Why this story was told to us? The story was told to us to understand when time comes, Arjuna must fight with his grandfather. Arjuna must kill his own grandfather. Understand? Is
Okay,
it
sir,
that
understood.
grandfather, he didn't love his grandfather?
Who is Arjuna?
Arjuna's grandfather, Bhishma Pitamaha.
Yes.
And
Yeah, he
Bhishma
loved.
Pitamaha wanted to be killed by Arjuna. There
He
was
loved
an
very.
absolute love for each other. But for whatever reason, Bhishma Pitamaha had to be on the side of Kauravas, because he had taken a pledge till his last breath, he will try to protect the kingdom. So he had made a choice. Arjuna was the favorite of Bhishma Pitamaha, right?
Right.
Yes, you may be favorite of your mother or your father, but when you know it, without any personal agenda, that by some reason or the other, they have gone to the path of unrighteousness, you should have a courage to confront them, because you love them, because you understand that they are on the wrong path. It
Okay,
is
sir.
out of love. Is it clear, Chandra?
Clear, sir.
Yeah. Can we move forward?
Sure.
There is a word called manaha.
Man.
Manaha. Manas.
Man.
Manaha. Or manho. Huh? Who said something? There is a word called manha. Manha. Or manho. No, phonetically, sound-wise, if I make a reverse of manha, how it may sound?
Hanama.
Huh?
Hanama.
Manaha. Manha, if I make the sound reverse, it may sound
Anam.
Hanam.
Anam.
No. Don't go by the words.
Okay.
Go with the sound. Manha may sound like Namaha.
Namaha.
Manha may sound like Namaha. Don't go by the literal writing the word.
Letters.
Don't go by the letters. Then you will get confused. Go by the vibration and the sound. Manha may sound like very close to Namaha. Huh?
Okay. Namaha.
Namaha. And Manho may sound like Namaho. Namo.
Namo.
Okay. I want you to be with me. Okay. What is Manha? Is my mind. What is the reverse of my Manha? No mind. Okay. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Manha is a mind. When there is no mind, it becomes Namaha. So I have been chanting Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya like a parrot, but never really understanding what does it could mean.
No mind.
Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namo Narayana, Om Namo Narayana, Om Namo Narayana, Om Namo Narayana. We have been doing this.
Yes.
No, I didn't do, sir.
Yeah, you didn't do, but many people do it.
Many people are.
Yes.
What do you do?
Me.
I do it.
I didn't try much mantras or rituals, sir. So,
But in case you go to Shiva temple, do you go to Shiva temple? Have you ever been to Shiva temple?
yeah, Shiva temple or Vishnu temple, any temple.
Yeah, so when you go to this
Just to-
temple, but you would have heard it so many times. Written
Yeah,
Om
I
Namah
have
Shivaya,
heard. Yeah, I heard it.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah
Yeah.
Shivaya.
Yeah,
So
I
there are
heard it.
people who will chant Om Namah Shivaya 108 times,
Okay, sure.
1008 times, 1 lakh and so many times. Om
Thanks.
Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namo Narayana, Om Namo Narayana. So when I got that little, I was reading somewhere, it struck me very hard. It means whenever your mind is not there, whenever your mind is completely gone, you are Shiva itself. Om Namaha Shivaya. When inside you, your so-called mind is absolutely empty, you are Shiva itself. When there is no mind, you are Narayana itself. This was my contemplation when I was looking at it. It feels so good. Imagine, just imagine, you are awake, you are active, but your mind is absolutely silent and quiet. How will you feel? How will you feel?
Very balanced. Very balanced.
Chandra, however difficult it is, just imagine that you are awake, you're very active, but your so-called your mind is absent. How could you feel?
Feel sleeping?
Sleepy.
Relax. So,
No, suppose you are very actively involved in the world, you're very active,
okay.
you're awake,
Okay.
But your mind is absent. Your mind is not there.
Not
The
there.
so-called mind is not there. Take away all the stories which your mind keeps telling about everything around you. If that is erased, if that is not there, how will you experience your life?
Very stable and very powerful, as if you have everything in control.
Have you ever experienced a moment in your life
Yes.
where you felt absolutely, infinitely in bliss, joy, happiness, without anything to do with the world? Anything to do with the world. Have you ever experienced that moment in your life?
But we are experiencing in the deep sleep, but we are not.
No, I'm not talking about deep sleep. Deep sleep is fine. We do that in our right now, at this moment, when I'm awake. Have I experienced
Awake.
a eternal bliss and a joy and happiness which has nothing to do with my spouse, my children, my highly successful business, my work, my villa, my property, my money, and my so-called recognition in this world? Have we experienced that moment?
No, sir, we didn't, sir.
Yes, that is the moment when we can say, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Shivaya means beautiful. That's the moment you will experience that eternal beauty within yourself. And Manjeet experienced this many times, and Manjeet cannot stop. Tears rolling down. It is important that my conditioned mind must stop. However intelligent I am, however intelligent Manjeet Singh could be, but the traces of the conditioned mind will always carry. The traces of the impurities will always remain on the mind. Okay, so this mind must become a new mind in the waking state. And then Manha becomes Namaha, Manho becomes Namaho. And then I hold myself and say, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namo Narayana. Where shall I find the Shiva and the Narayana? In that context, in that moment, where will I be with Shiva and Narayana? I'm asking my friends.
So no mind when we
Within myself.
within myself, yes.
My understanding within myself, either my Shiva will be or my mind will be.
Or any religion.
Huh?
Any religion, any God.
Any religion, I can say, Om Namah Allah, Om Allah Akbar, Om Jesus Namah, Om Allah Namah. Yes, I feel the same vibrations when I chant the word Allah. I shall experience the same vibration and energy when I say Hallelujah. Jishu Maharaj. This, if you go to North, they won't say Jesus Christ. They will say Jishu Maharaj, because they have to use the local language. If they go to the down south, In Tamil Nadu, they may be using a local terminology when they talk about Jesus or Allah. Okay? It is anybody, any God, because it's only a different name, as I told you earlier. It's only a name which is different, but the vibration and the energy is one. So that's why Guru Nanak, if you see his picture, his finger is only like this, saying God is one. God is one. We gave an example. Chandra, you remember it? We gave example of mother.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah, we gave example of mother. How do you call your mother?
Amma, mother, mummy.
Does it matter to the essence of the mother? There is a vibration called a mother. The vibration doesn't change if you call it Amma, mother, Mer, Matra, Bebe, Chai. These are different contexts, different names given to mother. It does not change the beauty. It does not change the essence of mother. Similarly, the essence called God cannot change, cannot be different just because I call it Allah, just because I call it Ganesha, just because I call it Saraswati, just because I call Rama and Krishna. These are the different names given to the same cosmic energy by different people, different cultures, different languages, different contexts, different places. Understand?
Understand.
So, Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Narayana. It is possible to get connected with that cosmic energy with just a single sound once is enough. But why do people have to chant 108 times, 100,008 times, and 1,08,000 times? It's not that they are not important. They are in the process of focusing their mind. I will not say that is not right. That is needed. It's like when you are learning a car, when you don't know how to learn a car, you got to be very conscious of everything. Your escalator, brake, your gears, you're so tense at the starting time. It is basically a matter of discipline that we sit into the prayer with the rosary in the hand and say 108 times, I must chant. But what is important is when I'm chanting, my mind should not leave my body and go out of my body. That is the discipline which needs to be created. That is the discipline which is important. Chanting 108 times is not important. Chanting with a total focus, cutting yourself totally from your family, from your work, from your society is the idea. So a time comes, even once you say, and there is a beautiful stories in our scriptures are written. One child says once, Om Namo Narayana, and Narayana comes down. Lord Prahlada. And whereas his father is trying to say something else. There may be people who are sitting all the time, chanting. Moment they come out of the chanting, they go into the same groove of the world where they start feeling tense, worried, anxiety, all that happens. So idea is that you sit once, say once, totally, and your connection is established. Okay, so it means all what we trying to talk what we're trying to say is fine tune this instrument where my tuning becomes perfect. Okay, if the radio is of the top quality, your tuning is very, very perfect. If your radio is not a very high quality, not a very good quality, your tuning will take some time. So let's tune this instrument where the instrument called the receiver gets connected with the transmitter. Okay, so Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namo Narayana, you must understand, is a process of cleansing the mind inside, where my mind gets disconnected from this world. The prayer makes a sense only when we get disconnected from the world. Is it clear?
Clear, sir.